Oh, Arizona wasn't even in the game. Okay, it was never in the game. They were like, they were up 16-2 or something right there, boom, right at the beginning. And now Michigan, we got a chance to win their first national championship since 1989. Okay, 1989. I remember that one because it was like last seconds of the game, Ramil Robinson was fouled. Worst free throw shooter on the team. Sunk them both. Hung on for the end the game win it over Seton Hall. Historically speaking, Michigan, we've been to the final game 8 times. Seen that started with a loss to UCLA in '65, right? Yep. So history is not on Michigan's side at all. And no, not at all, buddy. But my bracket basically is doing just fine, thank you. I had Michigan and Duke in the final game with Michigan winning it all. So now I got Michigan. I still got 50% of my bracket. And I've got them winning. Michigan still winning it all. So, I don't know, I guess I'm playing against, there's 22%, 28% of the people that started where I'm on, and we're only 28% of us. It's total wins that you've picked all the way through. I picked pretty good this year. Missed out on Wisconsin, missed out on North Carolina. That's about it once we got into the meat of the brackets. Yeah. I sure don't like though that the games haven't been on regular TV. The Final Four was not on CBS. They're on what? They're on TBS, True TV, HBO, Cinemax. It's like it's the Final Four. I mean, come on, man. Initial reports that we were looking at this morning have viewership down over the weekend just because the majority of people didn't have that particular, streaming service. There's streaming services in my house, but I didn't have those games. The games have always been on CBS, right? Always, since I can remember, they've always been on CBS. So, I mean, they did it with college football. They're doing it that too. If you want to watch college football, you got to have Netflix, Paramount, what else? HBO. When did HBO have sports and not movies? It's like MTV having whatever it has and not music. Anyway, tonight it's the UConn Huskies and the Michigan Wolverines. Hence Michigan shirts, 7 o'clock tonight. So, oh boy, we're like we're 11 hours away or so. Yeah, oh boy. All the marbles, like I said, we've been here 8 times, won it once in '89. The Fab Five, no. They've looked good all year long, though. And in big games, they're winning big. Okay, they're winning big in big games. Arizona didn't even look like they belonged. I'm a little worried about Lindborg, but we'll see. Michigan right now, this morning, throw it up there, Andy, or an 8-point favorite. 70% of the bettors are betting on Michigan to win. So over-under's what? 148? I think it's time we hang another banner in the Chrysler Arena, man. All right, go blue. All right, man. All right, enough of that. Tonight, you can get it on. I watched a part of the games this weekend on YouTube. The screen's kind of blacked out. You can't see what's really going on, but you can hear it. So I'm okay with that. Yep. All right, Andy, before we get any further, on this Easter Monday morning, remember to give us a like, hit the thumbs up button, let us know we're doing a good job, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified of any and all new creative content, because we do more than podcasts. We go running around and do stuff, and then you'll be notified. But if you do that, you'll have a chance to win some fabulous prizes and participate in our Monday morning polls. All right, Andy. Do we have any fabulous prizes this morning? We do not. Do we have a question? We do. Let's see. All right. Have you been following Artemis 2 astronauts as they, travel around the moon? Have you been following it? Yes or no? We got 3 Americans, 1 Canadian. They're going to go to the moon and back. Fly me to the moon. They're going to the moon. They're going to roll around it. They're going to probably be there any minute now. Looking at the clock, looking at the day, it's Monday. It's a little after 8, so they could be there now. Pretty cool stuff going on. People flying to the moon. Yeah. Big news. Yeah, it's big news. No one's traveled to the moon or anything since Apollo 17. That was in 1972. So no one's been to the moon or traveled around there since I was a sophomore in high school. Look at me now. I'm old. All right. Where's my prop this morning, Andy? Right here. This morning's podcast is brought to you in part each and every Monday morning by our good friends down, you know the drill, at the Great Falls Gazette, one of Montana's fastest growing news sources. And why shouldn't it be, Andy? I mean, come on, local news, local reporting, it's locally owned. You can pick it up at various locations around Great Falls. Pick up your copy today. This is Sunday's deluxe edition. All right, pick it up today. Thanks for having us, Gazette. All right. Good morning. It is Monday, April 6th, on a cool Easter Monday morning. See, the sun is peeking out of the clouds, kind of looking around. Good morning, sunshine. Yeah. It's supposed to be like spring break, spring break last week, spring like all week. Get out there, enjoy the weather, man. Come on. Like I said, it's Easter Monday. Easter Monday's predominantly Catholic, Roman Catholic, Irish Catholic holiday. It's not a national holiday here in America. It is a national holiday in other places. Northern Ireland, We used to march troops down the street. It's yeah, but it's just for most of us. Why? It's just another. Yeah, it's just a work day. It's just another manic Monday. Yesterday was Easter Sunday. Yeah. See what I did there? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's no big deal here. No holiday. I was talking about Artemis. Let's talk about Artemis 2. Did you see some of the pictures that that they sent back? It just really, really, really cool. Just awe-inspiring, breathtaking pictures. Yeah, it was just some really cool stuff that they were clear. You can see they had like a glowing over the earth. You know, it was a really big shoe. Yeah, it was a really big deal to have the picture. It was really nice seeing them. You know, they're up there just flying around in space. La-di-da! Yeah, taking pictures. Speaking of pictures, Andy. Speaking of pictures, last week, good old Kristi Noem. You know Bri. You know who Bri is? Good old Bri. Yeah, it's Kristi Noem. Yeah, it's her hubby. You know, Kristi Noem, anti-drag queens, anti-all that, anti-this, anti-that, right? Well, her husband hit the news. Like he's a cross-dresser. See the pictures? He's got like these huge, paid online models, and what are they, chat models or whatever, $25 a minute. Yeah, if we're talking, and baby, talk dirty to me, yeah, Brian, all right. I guess it's been going on for a while now. You know, it's not something that your spouse is not going to know about. I mean, come on. I mean, Kristi had to know. I mean, he was wearing makeup. He was wearing makeup to look like her, you know. Kristi was a former beauty queen, real pretty before all the plastic surgery. Brian's wearing the makeup now. Now you can't really tell them apart, you know. Maybe Brian's planning on some plastic surgery or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, what is it with these conservative women? You know, and men, but the girl, what is it with her and her family values? Now, wasn't she having an affair on the plane that the taxpayers bought, and she was traveling around with, who was the guy that she was having, one of her chief confidants or something, right? Remember that she was sitting in front of the Congress or whoever it was there, like asking her, did you have an affair with this guy? And she was like, why are you asking me that? And her husband's sitting right behind her, Of course, he's cross-dressing. Not at the hearing, but, I mean, come on. I mean, it's just the whole thing with it. She's having an affair. He's a cross-dresser. She had to know, and she's one of the big outspoken people. What's the gal from Colorado that was always in the news too? Real conservative, I'm a conservative family values type gal. The girl from Colorado, Lauren Boebert. Didn't she make movie news about she was giving a hand job to someone in a movie theater, her date in the movie theater that was not her husband, right? Right? I mean, come on. Isn't thou shalt not commit adultery? It's literally one of the 10 commandments. It's not that, it's that right there. And here's Lauren giving that guy a hand job in the movie. Family values. So, excuse me. Lauren and Kristi, both good looking. Have you noticed they're both really attractive women? Did you know that Lauren, and we were looking up for her this morning, did you know Lauren is one of the only, just a handful of women that have a perfect score on the site WikiFeet. It's called, yeah. I mean, man. I mean, I like Lauren. I mean, it's too bad she's stuck. What? The lunatic is on the ground. Jeez. I mean, not space lasers whacked, but, I mean, I'd take her out. Maybe we go to the movies, if you know what I mean. But all right. The Strait of Hormuz. It's in the news. Yesterday, it's in the news all the time. You're all aware of what's going on with the Strait of Hormuz. That's how you say it. Looked it up. Looked it up on Wikipedia. Yeah, that's how we found Lauren Boebert. It was both wiki. So that's, innocently cruising the internet and, stuff like that happens, right? So, yesterday, Easter Sunday, President Trump posted on social media, and I quote this now, "Open the fucking strait, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Praise Allah, Donald Trump." End quote. Just a real nice, uplifting Easter message. Basically, he's threatened to blow up all the power plants. He's talking about blowing up what is it? The water desalinization plants turn seawater into fresh water so people can drink it. He's threatened to blow up bridges, civilian infrastructure. And that's if Iran, doesn't open up the Straits of Hormuz. That's, by, what is it, by today sometime? By today, because all this raining of fire and brimstone and, we're going to bring, the fire and brimstone down from, that's supposed to happen tomorrow. The deadline's today sometime. Okay? Is the deadline up? Is there raining fire now? Of course, bombing any kind of civilian infrastructure in any way, shape, or form, that's prohibited. You can't do that. Geneva Convention. It's considered a a war crime. The UN it's not tolerated. Rules of war, rules of engagement. You just can't go blowing up civilian. You can't be bombing hospitals and power plants and schools and animal shelters and yeah, like Israel's been doing in Gaza. Exactly. You can't do that. See what I did there? You can't do that. You're not supposed to do that. Okay? So, why is this strait so important? Okay? Why is this little key, and what is it? Less than 100 miles long and less than 20 miles wide. 20 miles wide. They got a lane for ships going one way, shade for ships going the other way. Okay? It's the only maritime passage out of the Gulf and the route into the ocean, okay, for the Gulf countries. And it carries like 20% of the world's oil, 25, 30, 35% of the world's natural gas, also about 30% of the world's like helium, nitrogen, nitrous oxide for surgeries, all of this stuff, okay, that's driven from the Gulf. It's not just oil, but oil byproducts, petroleum byproducts are all coming out of that strait, okay? 20, 30%. All right, put this in perspective. You own a business, or you're doing your house budget. Let's say that. Okay, you own a business, you're doing a house budget, okay, but now, starting like today, okay, right now, with no warning now it happened, okay, just starting today, no warning, you're going to have to deal with 20 to 30% less right now than you normally have. I mean, it's, okay, as soon as this war started, the strait was shut down. So now you're doing your home budget, boom, you're shut down. 20, 30% of your income, of everything that's coming in. Your gas budget, but all your bills are the same, but you're not making, you got 20%, right, the whole of your budget. You think the United States should have been prepared for that? You think some intelligence would have said, they're going to shut that strait right down. But they didn't. So now we got the whole world trying to budget on 20 to 30 less than normal of energy, right? You know what? There's a lot of places on the planet Earth that are going to suffer. That I can't wait. They don't have a reserve, But you think, well, God, prices are going up here. It's not just here. It's everywhere. Everywhere. It's the whole world. It's a whole world. It's not a United States problem. It's a whole world problem. Okay? The planet Earth and all the people on it cannot survive and certainly cannot progress, have any kind of progress, anything like that, as a species, as a civilization, with 20 to 30% of natural resources just cut off. Okay? It's not just us, it's a world problem. It's a world problem. Other countries need to heat their homes, ship their goods from town to town. They need gases for anesthesia, for surgery. Okay? Other places need that stuff. That's what the Strait's holding up. 20% to 30% of the world's energy. You're going to have to do with 20, you're going to have to like turn your TVs, your tablets, your phones, your lights off. Off because 20, 30%. I mean, the whole world's going on this. Okay, and it's more just, it's more than just gas prices in America and in global, okay, economy. It's food, utilities, shopping, all of those things. The price globally is going up, and the war in Iran and the closing of the Strait of Hormuz, that's the reason. What the United States is doing in the war, and I know I know the regime's terrible, okay? But what they're doing is affecting the whole global economy. It's the whole economy of the globe. If a solution can't be figured out real soon, the effects will be disastrous. I mean, I keep saying this, but how would you like to have your budget with everything in it 20 to 30%? You have 20 to 30% less food, less money, less electricity to use. You got to ration when you're going to watch the TV. Well, that's the same thing. And of course, they're not happy about it. The world's not getting you. If you read other nations, they're not happy. Of course, Trump's solution to all of it was just to have NATO jump in and help out. And the same NATO, he was called loser. They're losers and weak, you know, and they're idiots. They don't pay their share. And then he's like, come help us out. No, NATO doesn't work like that. It's not offensive, it's defensive. Like 9/11 happened, they were right here. Okay? And he's told NATO, he said, come help us. And then he turns around and tells NATO and us, the citizens of the United States, the war is over. You know, Iran couldn't shoot a plane down if they had to. Right? He said it right there on TV. Okay? Couldn't shoot a plane down. I mean, come on. First time in over 20 years we've lost, not one, not two, but the war's over. That's why he's asking for $1.2 trillion more for the war effort, because, you know, it's over. What do you say? We're fighting a war, darn it. We're not funding Medicaid and Medicare. Globally, we're in a precarious position. Economies threatening to collapse, at least a major recession or something. I mean, come on, 30, harping on 20, 30% of the resources? I mean, man, that'll be exactly, you know. History tells us we're in for the long haul, Andy. So that's what we're saying. You know, history's telling us this is, you know, Russia's was in Afghanistan, we were in Iraq, you know, we were in Afghanistan. You get over there, people saying, we're, you know, people talking, we're going to only be there a couple more weeks, gas prices will go back right up. Yeah. I don't think this is even anywhere near this. That strait is going to just cripple. There's got to be a solution for it. I don't have it. Okay, bombing them back to the Stone Age ain't going to work. Okay, committing war crimes ain't going to work. Unless, you know, you Head Smith telling us it's a holy war, so maybe raining fire from the heavens means they're just going to do the unthinkable. I mean, which end game tells us we're all screwed. I mean, he's firing people. You know, I don't know if there's any restraint. The strait's problematic. You know, I hate to keep harping on that 20%, but think about it for a minute. You know, the global economy, the global family, just got a 20 to 30% cut. The whole family there. Because it affects everything. If you don't have the gas, you can't ship. Okay? Can't heat your homes. Can't move your fruit from the fields to the market. Not only us, but everybody else. So, is our war affecting the whole world? Yep, it is. Are they happy about it? No, they're not. One country shouldn't have the ability to affect the whole global economy. You know, Trump's like, well, you know, got to get NATO involved, and they forget who Iran's got backing them up. They're using Russia stuff. I mean, yeah. It's a mess. We got to get it cleaned up, Andy. Get up there, get a vacuum. Get the vacuum after the show. We'll get some cleaning supplies and the vacuum. We'll go clean this mess up. All right. We're good? We are good. Remember, spay and neuter. Adopt, don't shop, foster, rescue, volunteer. Hey, why don't you go out and adopt a shelter pet today? Andy, enjoy the game. Everybody enjoy the game tonight. Go Blue! We will see you next week.